What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back again with another 90-day fiance video, and this one is a quick update on the situation regarding Pierre. And it seems to me as if Karine has come out to have her say on everything that has been happening. But before we get into it, let's start off by giving a big massive shout out to every single person that is a member of the channel, every single person that is a member of Patreon, and every single person that is a subscriber as we continue to grow. Now, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's quickly get into this post itself in particular. But as you can see here, this is something that Karine posted that I was lucky enough to find on the Sun website. Now, it says here, "Good night. How are you? Forgive me for appearing only in extreme situations. I'm even trying to be much more present with you, but due to several adverse situations that have been happening, I end up withdrawing. Not for my followers, I love them. I'm following all the guidelines required for me so that I can stay with my children. However, those are some websites and IG stating that I am at parties, clubs, and things like that. Here, things are much stricter, and in a situation that I find myself in, they post this and it can end up harming me to what I so long for. Slander, lies is also considered a crime, and it would not go unpunished. Thanks, Karine." Or Karine Martins. So here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, if we just go back a little bit up here, she speaks about, I'm following all the guidelines required me so I can stay with my children. So the fact is, if she's following through with some sort of guidelines that involves her staying with her children, then that must mean that maybe, just maybe, there is an opportunity or potential chance that the children will stay with Karine, and they may not actually end up be taken away from both her and Karine, both herself and Paul. But this is the problem that we have at hand. The matter of the fact is, Paul's out here giving us one information, well, multiple informations, and then at the same time, we're now here with Karine, who's now telling us not something different, but she's kind of giving us hope that there is a situation where they may be losing their children, but at the same time, she has a chance to make sure that she doesn't lose her children. But yet Paul's out here giving us information of saying that, oh, my children are now up for adoption. But then he's like, oh, actually, no, I have my children with me and they're completely fine. And the problem is that we're getting too many things happening from both sides of this situation, from both parents. And because it's happening, this is why I always say strongly, people have to be so careful when they decide to have children with someone that they've only been with for maybe a certain amount of time, or someone who they may not fully know to a whole degree, or someone that they know that 100% they have red flags with, but for some reason they think having a child is going to be the result to maybe solving their problems and bringing them close together, when in reality, playing with unborn human's life, for them to be then born into a life of misery, a life of toxicity, a life of bad vibes, is just called simply selfish. So the matter of the fact is, I couldn't care less what Karine had to say in this post. Couldn't care less what Paul has had to say this whole time. What matters more than anything else, is that there are children who are involved and who are being extremely affected. Yes, I say extremely because the matter of fact is, people may act as if they're only children, they may not know what's happening, but children always pick up the vibes. That's how their misbehavior starts, and then that's when we see it in areas in life, whether that be school and X, Y, Z. So to be honest with you, as far as I'm concerned, I could not care less one more time about what Karine has to say. I couldn't care less what Paul has to say. I couldn't care what anyone has to say in general in terms of reporting about it, all that kind of stuff, because the matter of fact is, we can be mad all we want, but it doesn't change the fact that these children are going to be affected, or are being affected. And that is the saddest thing about it. And honestly, I really do hope that in this world, things like CPS, anything that involves children in terms of protecting children, could become so much more serious. But at the same time, when children are taken away from their parents because their parents are complete a-holes, at the same time, I can only imagine that, or pray that children go to better homes or better situations where they can live a life where they can actually be nurtured in the right way rather than in the wrong way. Because the matter of the fact is, the world that we're living in is becoming more and more challenging, and it is so sad that so many children are being born every single day into lives of misery. But nonetheless though, thank you so much for your time. Let me know what you are thinking in the comment section, and as always, if you have not, hardest thing to do in a video like this, but hey, if you have not become a member of the channel yet and you'd like to get that early access content as well as emojis and the whole shebang, the link is down below in the description. If you'd like to become a member of Patreon so you can get all that unrestricted content, and to be honest, if you're talking about Patreon, I'm about to make a video about this again on Patreon, but believe me when I tell you, the video I'm about to make is going to be a whole different freaking ball game. And believe me when I tell you, what I've got to say, it ain't nice. I don't play nice. especially when children are involved. But hey, the link for that is down below in the description. And also at the same time, if you're looking to become a subscriber as we continue to grow, please make sure you hit that subscribe button for free, notification bells on, and also like the video. But hey guys, I'll see all of you in the comment section here, and I'll see anyone else who's a patron or anyone else who joins us there in there too. But nonetheless, we are done, we're out, and peace.